what route do we need to go? So with that, I think I'll turn it over to Jerry and let him explain what's being bought, and we can start asking some questions. There's Miss Margie. And we'll go from there.
Okay. Just again, for introduction purposes, I'm Jerry Hollensworth, Hollensworth Architects, representing the Flying Max Story, and Sam Whitehead, our surveyor. And what we have going on is there's an agreement to purchase approximately 2 acres of the Sheshinoff property for the purposes of building Flying Bird. And we're interested in our purchase is focused on the northeast corner of this property, which happens to be a part of, as David pointed out, an original 3.4 acre tract of land. That we only will have access to University Street. There is no, we're not intending to use the one that I understand driveway permit on the highway bypass, reserving that for future development with Mr. Sheshinoff when he decides to further develop that land. So we're just looking for the opportunity to have access to our property off the University, because that's the only street other than the bypass that it will affront. And as I mentioned to David yesterday, informally, our first desire is to have 2 entrances, kind of like we have now at the existing Flying Burger, one down close to the bypass and one back toward the best corner. We're trying to be sensitive about the traffic issues, and we've been in conversations with the city about their intent someday to be able to put a 3rd lane there to help alleviate some of that problem. And it was with that in mind that we thought another entrance down by, or really I'd call it more of an exit down by the bypass, and we could even designate it one-way exit only down by the bypass, where folks could depart Flying Burger and make a quick, easy right turn if there was a left turn lane, which would help alleviate some of the apparent problem with traffic congestion. It appears, I mean, I'm just speaking from personal experience, it appears that when someone wants to turn left there, they sit there for quite a while, and that causes a lot of the traffic backup. So, with that said, that's really our desire. We just intend to build a Flying Burger at this point in time on that track. And I just open up any questions, but I don't have a whole lot more. Did I miss anything, Max or Sam?
We've been trying to make that, we cleaned all that brush off the corner, we cleaned up a lot. Mr. Sheshinoff's give us an okay to cut that hill down a little bit. You know, when you pull up Dutton, you try to look right, and you see better with the brush gone, but there's about I'm gonna say an 18-inch berm on his property, kind of rise there, and I feel like if you lower that some, when you're at the stop sign, you're gonna be able to see the cars better. Now you won't be able to see all the way in the draw there, right at the bottom.
Now that berm you're talking about,
it's really beyond our survey, or I guess it would be back
not
here.
here.
No, we're talking.
It's right.
You're thinking more of that
here.
intersection.
It's right along here. That rise is the dirt, and we want to lower it to at least the level of the street. You know, back away so when you pull up the stop line sign, you've got a more vision down towards here than you have.
One thing Robert Baxley mentioned to me this morning, he wasn't going to be able to attend here, and he's head of the water utilities. He says there is a 10-inch AC water line that runs east and west on this portion of the property, and he says it's only about 2.5 to 3 feet deep, and none of the hill that covers it would be able to be removed due to the pressure that's on that line. And for anybody who's not aware of what that means, AC is asbestos concrete, and it's very fragile, and it has to have a lot of cover on it to keep from being broken down as traffic's going over it. So
Idea is not a good idea.
according to Robert.
I believe the water thing is right against the asphalt.
Okay.
And this area I'm talking about is, you know, behind the asphalt, a couple of feet is where it's talking about.
He just wanted to be sure and bring that.
out.
Exactly.
They find that
He
out.
How
just
accurate is your drawing?
It is.
This blue line, I believe, David, is gonna be that water line.
Okay.
It's right,
Against the asphalt.
it's right against the asphalt, but there's a water cast on it right there, so if they
Water
got
change, water line
Yes.
coming off to the north there too.
But he just wanted everybody to know that existing cover would have to stay on that.
Show me real quick, I'm a visual person, so show me what you're wanting to do on this, where you're wanting to have access.
Well, somewhere from here to here, somewhere along in this
Somewhere in
area.
this area.
You know, if we had an exit down here, in the event of a third street, it would be nice to have, an exit. And then, originally I thought about coming straight across, like this, lose a parking place because it's kind of angling in from this, but either that, somewhere between it and this, is that how we'll throw that?
I don't have it.
There's a guy wire,
Yeah, it's
I
right
think
there.
it shows a guy right
this
here.
guy wire, power pole will be about where that E letter is,
Yes.
somewhere about right in there.
So what you want access here and then potential, maybe.
Well, if
is
we'd
that
like to have an
exit
exit down there, it would make somebody's gonna turn right,
Yeah.
going out of there down here, we'd like to have an exit maybe back here.
Now,
Probably.
this is what we're looking at on that drawing, but has this been added additional here?
Now, that's a different lot line. I
Okay,
think.
so this is still what we're talking about to right here then?
Oh, approximately, actually. See
I
that?
know it didn't come into the very corner.
Ricky, you see that,
Yeah.
you see that
Yeah.
black, that's
Yeah.
that corner right there,
Okay.
it's a 40 corner, as I understand from Sam, it's an iron pipe.
Okay.
And the
3/4
distance
inch iron
from
pipe.
that corner back to the Dudney intersection is,
It's probably closer to this dimension,
It is. It's,
because you said yesterday you thought that might be a little off track.
approximately, it's about 100 feet, 90 to 100 feet from that 40 corner back to the west.
This property dimension is about 100 foot, and looks like it's into the road.
Yeah, right.
Well,
And chief, line of sight, safety visibility is
It's in face of the highway.
75 feet.
So you see the one there, where they have it'll run this way.
Run this way, but you enter.
Yes, we enter here because we can't get up. Just there.
So what's our goal here today? Just to
Our
learn
goal really
what's
here is
going on?
just to understand what is going on and trying to look to the future, I guess is the best word you can say is whenever, and we want new businesses to come, but whenever this new business comes and nobody can get out of it, the city's phones are gonna be ringing. And we maybe wanna try to eliminate some of that if we can plan the entrances and exits accordingly.
That third lane sure would be nice, wouldn't it?
It sure would.
like I said, my biggest concern with it was somebody coming up Dudney, wanting to turn on to University. Everybody knows how blind that is already. So if anybody was sitting, wanting to pull out of the driveway right here, how much is that gonna block their view? But if it's already 100 feet or more down there, then that gets past our requirements. If you've got 100-foot visibility, so that takes care of that.
And I understand they're already talking about, unless, if I understand the water line's gonna be out of the way, so they're still gonna try to take some out here. So if you're sitting there, it gives you a little bit better.
Yeah,
view.
yeah,
I understand
it's not gonna be quite as bad as I first thought.
If I understand what's going on there.
We done took the brush down.
Yeah.
Cleaned it back out.
What if this drive, if you just had the one drive, Well, what if you made it wide enough that you had a left-hand turn lane in it? That way people wanting to turn right could get on out, and same thing if they had an exit down here, it'd be the same thing here, they could get on out without putting it right down here that close to University.
I just, plan B, second choice.
I just wondered,
But you know,
instead of getting a, like I said,
we've
to keep
operated,
it away from that intersection.
you know, we're basically thinking empirically, the way we operate today at the current Magnolia location, as well as the one we just built in El Dorado. And in each of those two instances, we have the opportunity to come straight in, loop around the building and head out, mainly for your pickup service. It's just, that facilitates traffic flow around the property. Creating one entrance, we definitely would make it wide if that's what we're limited to. But our first choice is still, if we could have the opportunity to have that exit down there, we think traffic flow around the building would certainly be that.
Okay. Are we gonna consider the third lane?
Mayor?
Oh, I'm late, y'all forgive me. The highway department will allow us the 3-lane University from Dudney to 79. And the plan before you guys came in was, when I come over the hill, I can get in the right lane and I can head south because parents have called, can't get their kids to school, can't cross the traffic. That street is on the plan to be ground and laid just after July 4th, so they'll let us, I mean, that's not much, but we can 3-lane to get out of the parking lot if there's gonna be a come out to get me to the bypass. And there's gonna be a brand new street laid down, let's do it now. If that'll help this business.
And that was another thing wanted the street committee to know is, I mean, if that was a plan, where is the money available for that?
When I talked to them last year, and I talked to Sammy, and it was gonna be 30,000. And, you know, we just didn't go anywhere, and when the highway department was here and we bid this, it was the week before this deal hit the airwaves. So, Ricky, what can we do to put a base down? Is that bigger than us, or can we?
Oh, we could do it. The first thing, gotta move that water line.
You missed the discussion of the water line and,
Okay.
Yes, sir, toward where to the north side of the street, because, you know, the driveways on that Flying Burger right now, which it's their right property, but, I think I see survey markers in that concrete wall that comes down there. It's a surveyor rod there with a little orange cap on it, rebar. And then he starts his streets, his turn-in, his 2 inlets. You know, you got what, 8 or 10 foot there, and before it starts. Or you could go, you know, some both ways, but guess you gotta widen the street down there. You might put another culvert in and make it, you know, a little longer than it is.
We'll probably, you know, we just have to manage to see, it may be wide enough on the state, right there at the state, to do it with, but we just have to look at all
But the
that.
ground is pretty good on that side of the street, you know, we wouldn't have to move the water line. And I think the property, well, I just know, I see that surveyor's rebar and stuff across over there into that now.
That would enhance that property value to have new drives and
They
street
need,
laid.
and they need it.
Yeah, and I'm
Like I said, there's gravel probably as far as from under the chief there across, you know, that goes where you get to the concrete. It's gravel off the asphalt about that long through there. The water line's not on that side of the street either.
No water, no sewer on the north side. Anybody in the room know?
Sewer's on the north side, but it's far enough way back, it's back, the manhole.
it
you
doesn't
got the manhole
continue
plotted
east
on
in front of
there.
that.
The manhole should have been plotted, way back over there, so it's,
I'll go in with it.
probably, it would be way out of the way, the manhole would
apologize for being late. What's access off of 79? Any?
None for this project, none for our project. But we're reserving that for Alex's future development, if we do something more with the Dutton Lane.
So you've got to come out on University period.
Tim, so there's a, we can only have one,
Yeah, on the highway, it has to already do that.
Highway department designates what entrance you have on the state highway, and there's only one on that whole piece of property.
Called limited access.
If you'll notice, when SAU put one with the new riding arena, they did away with the one up the road. That's the only way they could get the one down there, and it's about the way it's set up now. Is there any agreement?
And they fought for that one.
Yeah, I'm sure they did, but I'm not real sure.
Well, you
They
remember
do
what the
stick-
guy said about the motel out there, the entrance? Right here's where it's gonna be,
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
You're not moving.
Is there any agreement later on the other property to have an access
From this property.
to this property, if something we can sell that, just as a matter of fact, I mean, just a question?
I don't know that that's been discussed, hasn't it, or been talked?
I know that would be in the future, but I'm just wondering if that's a possibility.
If and when Alex develops the rest of the property and
Would it
creates
be
an internal drive, would he give us access
Yeah, that, I just
to
see
that
that
drive
question.
from this property?
Hasn't been discussed, really, as far as off the
And I know that's in the future, but that would, if that was possible, that would alleviate it later on down the line, I guess what I was looking at.
He tried to get more entrances and everything else to the state and rejected that. And it'd be pretty dangerous to have one on 79 that close to that intersection anyway, right there.
so this property doesn't butt up against Dudney, there's something,
No,
what is it?
Chestnut
What's
House
that mean?
Place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there used to be a driveway. Right on here somewhere, but it's just not
Right
one on down here.
Yeah.
There used to be two going in there one time. Back telling my age now, when I was a child, I
They
remember.
still have it. I visited that house for the first time the other day, having grown up here and knowing about it, I've never been to it.
How wide is this drive gonna be since there's gonna be one drive?
They're still asking for two drives.
Oh, okay.
Parnell, maybe before you walk in the room, our interest is to have an exit only down by the bypass.
Okay.
The entrance and exit up here by
Here.
the west end, yes. Now, if we're limited to just one, certainly we'll make it wide to help, because there'll be a lot of flow from that one entrance. And that in itself could cause some problems. I'm not a traffic engineer, but I can do. But there's a lot of flow on and off that parking lot. Because we really don't have a lot of room to stack up a third lane, even if we had a third lane, 1 or 2 cars, you just stop there.
Just a thought, it's working now, and we're gonna spread them out, there's gonna be an entrance up on there. I've always been concerned about folks coming over the hill on University, hitting somebody trying to get to the bypass. And if I'm looking at that right, there's gonna be an entrance up on that hill, or something, entrance exit. And then you're gonna have another one down there about where you're at now, so really, I like that better than what we've got to deal with now. I mean, thank God, nobody's been hit, but what's y'all's thoughts?
I would like the two, I think you're better off with the two, the entrance and the exit, with one there.
And the phone's gonna ring no matter what we do, so let's do what's gonna be beneficial for the city.
Just,
All right.
How, compared to the existing Flying Burger lot size-wise, how big is that existing?
Probably less than a half acre.
Yeah, it's probably,
So it's
Jamie,
gonna
I'm
be
thinking.
quite a bit more room for property,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
for
Oh,
parking
yeah.
and.
The building's gonna be
Yeah.
1.5 times, maybe a little more than that, the size of the building. That's gonna be just like one everywhere.
And we're actually gonna be, a little more breathing room than Eldorado, because we were just
Yeah.
over a half acre on that development, and here we're looking at about an acre with.
And we're talking about also, we're gonna concrete, for car parking, but then possibly some
it's just a question, to do something, you know, maybe down the road, would you still have to, like with our fire trucks, have access to go buy the flying burger to get to that, or would there be another access to that? I mean, you know, maybe something to think about, you know, to make sure we've got plenty, especially if your business and everybody's parked in the parking lot, so we still have to have access to it, we still have to make sure
We're
we got.
gonna make a, you know, the plan is on the south side, you put at least a leave a park place, you know, a place open where trucks can circle on through there, you know, like, I'm not talking about 18-wheelers, I'm talking about folks with,
Horse trailer, cow trailer.
you know, somebody pulls up, other days out there, there's some guy pulled up with a flatbed and one ton, and he took up about half of one side of the place, you know, so you need a place for them to park, you know.
Cause you know our trucks are getting bigger.
Yes, I hear that, I hear that.
David, what's the question today? What are we?
Question right, I was just about to ask, is it the wishes of the committee to grant them two accesses, one on the, westerly side of the property and one with the easterly side of the property? Mainly the east one being more as an exit, both of them with allowing a minimum of 75 feet line of sight.
And that's a 75-foot setback from the property corner, that's what that.
Is that line of
It's a
sight?
line of sight.
Line of sight.
When you pull up to your exit, can you see 75 this way and 75 this way?
On the exit, you know, at top of the hill, you can, where it's at, you can see good both ways. Now the one that kind of bottom down there, of course, we didn't have that much.
You were talking about grabbing this for bigger trucks, is that my understanding?
Yes, some of it,
And
maybe
you-
not the whole front.
You gonna do away with some of these parking spots so they can get in
Right,
and out?
there was some there, probably down there also.
Probably something like that.
Something like that.
Miss Margie,
I'm agreeable.
you're agreeable. Jamie?
Yeah.
Rodney? Chief? Ricky? Meeting's in favor of two exits
I want to
on
burger
two
after this.
university.
I only have one other question, just as a matter of fact. I know you're going, you cleared this back to here and you're gonna cut this hill down. I don't know exactly how to put this, but Alex hadn't really kept this cut down. And this is beyond the city scope, past what we're supposed to take care of.
Can we clean it up a little bit?
Yeah, can we keep it cleaned up a little
Keep
bit?
it clean.
I'm worried about this growing up later on, you know, I mean, of course, once he sells it, somebody would probably keep it up, but my concern is when you come up this corner and one of these two driveways, and keeping at least a good line of sight there. Like I said, some of it's on city right away would be the city's responsibility, but the biggest portion that would not. If we could kinda keep some way of keeping that cleaned up until he sells it to somebody, that would help, I think, on the 2 inches.
Give him 10, you know, I don't even.
I don't feel you're
want
gonna,
mess there,
I don't feel you're gonna
where
wanna
you
see anything
see,
like that, but just to
you know.
make sure that we're,
Understand that.
yeah, cause on this corner, like I said, if this grows back up, this still gonna be hard, even if you cut the hill.
I didn't want to commit him long-term.
Well, no, I understand, I'm just saying, you know,
But I was reading the tea leaves that he's already cleaned it up.
Yeah, well, yeah, look at it. Yeah.
I would think that's it, but he
Yeah.
wants his building visible
Right,
too.
well, yeah, sure. I mean, that would be the only thing that I would see there is that, like I said, of course, once he sells it to somebody develops it, we know it's gonna be cleaned up. We don't know how far down the line that's gonna be.
We're gonna cut the topsoil off there. Some of it back just a little bit, so probably not much gonna grow there like it has in the past.
So I understand as far as everybody knows right now, this water line is gonna be out of the way to cut this hill down, is what we're
We'll
showing.
have to make sure
We'll
that
Yeah,
ensure
what we're
the
showing
safety
here.
of that water line.
And the second
I believe it.
drive down closer to the bypass will be an exit only.
will be too.
I think we're agreeable with that.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, I can just see somebody wanting to come off the bypass and wanting to turn in that lower one and clogging things up, trying to get off the bypass right there, like there's another McDonald's issue.
Jerry, I would only ask that whoever contractor, yourself, just stay in tune with our city inspector. We're gonna make this happen, but, you know, no shortcuts. We don't need our utilities cut. We'll help, we'll do. Just call us. Please.
And on your widening project, just, again, stay in touch with us about what your plans are, where your right of way looks like it's gonna fall, or what you need.
Do you see that as a help to this, if we
Yes.
widen the north side of the street?
No question about it.
I think it helps everything,
Mhm.
really, you know.
I think it helps the neighborhood. If Flying Burger was never there, it would help that portion of Magnolia access to the bypass.
Somebody pulls up and they're gonna turn north, well, you can't get past them, you have to sit, and sometimes they back up 3 or 4 cars. And I would think more people are turning towards town, turning south, than they are towards Camden.
I agree.
There, so. I
So
think
you're
it would
halting
help.
flow of traffic.
It'd be the next best thing to a red light, honestly,
Mhm.
right there as far as safety, you know.
Do you think the city would know what they would like to do in terms of the third lane plan?
For Friday,
So
I
we
might
could,
call today.
again, we could exchange information and we can kind of work together on that. Make it move.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming. I just, when they brought this to me as a concern, looking to the future of Magnolia, I thought it was best to get us together as a group so everybody was on the same page. And if we had issues, we can discuss them and they can move forward with the project, because the city does not want to be the holdup on any future growth, but we want to make sure it all works for future growth.
We thank you for your blessing on it. And we wanna do what's safe too. That's where we'll clear that brush off and so on. I don't want to create a traffic problem, trying to make it as good as possible. We don't got okay from, Alex Sheshanoff to lower the dirt there. We're talking about not blowing it a long way, but when you pull up to that stop sign, I've watched it because I go that way half a years to home, and when you pull up there, you can from the car with that hump about 18 inches of dirt right there, if that's plowed down, you won't get a lot. You think about something 30 foot from you and 18 inches high, if you lower it, you get a lot better shot seeing down to the bike.
Especially when you're setting down in a car.
Yeah.
So
in the car.
a foot of dirt over a distance makes
Yeah,
a
after
big
about
difference.
30 foot, it makes a bunch of difference.
It sure does. All right, anybody else?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.